Hello and welcome to the Von Jono Predicament. Happy 4th of July, Patriots! Stand back and stand by. Actually, this is dropping on July 5th, so we're technically as far away from July 4th as possible. So maybe we should all take it down a peg or two. Point is, Pride Month is over. And now that we're back to shame, we simply cannot stop winning. And by we, I mean moderate centrist milquetoast fence-sitters who didn't leave the left, but in fact were left by said left on the left. That's all of us, and we're winning hard. With the latest presidential debate ending in nothing but failure and a full diaper for one Joseph Robinette Rogan Biden, who also doesn't wear diapers. He just poops into his slacks. Plus, the Supreme Court has ruled that Donald Trump can do literally anything he wants, as long as he points out that he was president. He could rob a bank, murder a homeless person, reopen and operate the Pirate Bay torrenting website, as long as he yells, "Between 2016 and 2020, I was president. Here, look at this pay stub." The possibilities are endless. Now, of course, Donald Trump will only use these powers for good, given his purity of heart and precision of foresight. I'm neutral on him. And like all neutral, objective journalists, I can't wait until he gets reelected and proceeds to arrest everyone who annoys you and then makes it mandatory for your grandchildren to heart react all your Tweety Bird memes, especially the ones they think are racist but are actually just true. That's the one and only way we can make America great again. And also we'll talk about a few other ways when the show starts right pronto. Thanks for joining me. It has been a hot second since I rapped at my squad of the boys. I use language like that because I'm really cool. I'm a punk rocker, man. I rage against the machine. Bwah! A lot of the news has been going on lately, and we'll dig into all of it. Last week's presidential debate went disastrously for Joe Biden, who extremely senilely performed poorly. It was awful. It has led to poll numbers cratering. Plus, the Supreme Court has declared that Donald Trump has complete and total presidential immunity for all official acts, which has far-reaching effects on the entirety of the American legislative system. And of course, people are saying that I spent $800,000 to buy a skate park after they wouldn't let me skate there, which I have to point out is absolutely not true. I really do not have that much money. But a bunch of kids did bully me at the skate park. That's true. All right, so flashback. Last Wednesday, I was at the local skate park. To be honest, kind of more of a skate rink, but I was on rollerblades, so it's cool. I like to go on the weekdays because the 7th graders are normally in school, but I had, of course, forgotten that all Columbus and Ohio schools do close every June 26th for National Chocolate Pudding Day. And also all of the schools have been burned down due to all the gay books, which is, of course, all books. So a group of extremely muscular middle school children, one of them almost had a mustache, did come up to me and say, "Yeah, nice rollerblades, gay wad. 1993 called, they want their style back." And I was about to go, "Really? You have a time-traveling phone? Warn them about 9/11. But then I tripped and fell on my butt, and I farted out of my butt, and I also pooped a little bit out of my butt. And well, one thing led to another, and funny story, they beat the shit out of me. So I spent a few days in the local hospital, which is, of course, a CVS Minute Clinic. They absolutely do not vaccinate. Don't ask. And as soon as I got out, I went right back to that skate rink. And as soon as I peeked in and made sure the kids weren't there, I walked right up to the counter and I said, "Sir, I would like to purchase this entire skating establishment so it's not woke anymore." And the nice man behind the counter said, "Let me get my manager." And it turns out the manager had been dead for a couple of weeks and no one noticed. And long story short, for only $20, I now own a skate rink. And I'm making a nice profit off of people who haven't been informed it's not 1986 anymore. Great investment. I'm a business guy now, and I'm absolutely not going to be paying any property taxes. That's communist, and we have a very strict no communist and no pedophile policy. Yeah, that's right. If you're a communist or a pedophile, you are not allowed in my skating rink unless you prepay for at least 4 hours up front. So yeah, that's what I've been up to. How about you guys? All right, the news. Let's talk about it. There was a presidential debate, and as a consequence, Joe Biden has now entered the grandpa phase of his life. But it's not the cool grandpa who goes fishing with you and teaches you antiquated racial slurs. It's the scary kind that you need to bathe, and he believes you're his dead wife and her old friend, and he's now admitting that he fucked her old friend in the 70s. Anyway, let's check in with the news.
Holy shit! It's the news! Oh, god damn it! We got some news!
Now, some people are calling this a debate, when it would be more honest and also more fun to simply call it a massacre. Okay? Not since the battle at Wounded Knee, which I'm told white people won, has there been such a one-sided bloodbath. Joe Biden delivered a performance many are calling Crypt Keeper-esque, but without the puns, all while Donald Trump spent most of the time, I think, lifting weights. I don't know, I didn't actually watch it. Here, let's check out some highlights.
I supported Roe v. Wade, which had 3 trimesters. The first time is between the woman and the doctor. Second time is between the doctor and an extreme situation. The third time is between the doctor, between the woman and the state.
Upsetting. Every American should be terrified by what they've seen. And not just because Joe Biden's grim visage reminded them of their own grandfather, who they watched die slowly, and also probably molested them in the 90s while they were just trying to watch Power Rangers. No. People should be upset because it shows very clearly the level as to which the mainstream media and the Democratic Party lied to them. They said over and over that Joe Biden was sharp and presidential and did not shit his pants in front of Emmanuel Macron. They even, at one point, leaked a story saying Joe Biden could still get his dick hard and he fucked his wife a bunch. They actually did that. And honestly, that might still be true. I don't know if dementia patients have that kind of, R-word-esque level, ferocious horniness, but it could also explain his debate performance. Here's my theory. I bet they mixed up his medicine, and instead of giving him methamphetamine, they accidentally gave him Cialis. And so he was just rock hard behind that podium. And consequently, there was no blood left for his brain to form words or make his face do anything other than, It only makes sense. We've seen his son's dick. We've seen his brother's dick. I don't need to actually see his dick. Don't be childish. So what are the Democrats? Some say demon rats. I report, you decide. What are they going to do with their obvious lame duck president? I'll tell you what, they're going to replace him. As I have been saying for many years, usually while yelling about Hillary Clinton, who of course should be the main focus here. Let's pull up a picture of Hillary, and people can just scream at it briefly. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Great, thanks. Anyway, they're going to replace him, and it will certainly be with Hillary Clinton, 100%. You can bet everything on it, absolutely. Take out a second mortgage on your home, put it all down on them replacing him with Hillary Clinton. But it also might be someone like Gavin Newsom or Gretchen Whitmer, both of them communist and both of them women, I think. Could also be J.B. Pritzker, current governor of the largely degenerate state of Illinois, and also reigning Fred Flintstone lookalike champion. Will it be Bernie Sanders, who is about the same age as Joe Biden, but has kind of a cranky vibe as opposed to a think the nurse is his wife and tries to finger her vibe? No. But we all know deep in the cockles of our heart where such predictions live that it will inevitably be his vice president DEI hire, Kamala Harris. Now, some call her Kamala due to her role in imprisoning a huge percentage of California's black population over minor drug offenses. But she has some negative qualities as well. For one, half black, half Indian. And I, for one, do not know if America is ready for a president who gets their fried chicken at 7-Eleven. I'm not racist, you are. At the end of the day, she has no charisma. She always sounds like your auntie after 2 Xannies, and she's trying really hard not to alienate her boss at the company holiday party. Thanks for giving me this open bar, this Red Lobster. I'm enjoying the coconut shrimp. Did you know these Cheddar Bay biscuits exist in the context of all that has come before it? Also, wheels on the bus. Hey, you want to go make out in the broom closet? Ha, 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 ha. I'm the Joker, baby. Personally, I don't know if the country can handle a president that this authentically smoked weed and listened to Tupac in, I don't know, grade school, maybe? Regardless, we need to be careful about who we elect for president, because I have been informed that the Supreme Court has apparently declared the president to be a god king above the law, which I, of course, have mixed feelings on. And guess what? It's today's second story.
Second story! I could do even more stories. What about a third and a fourth?
The Supreme Court, led by John Roberts and I think Diana Ross, recently made a proclamation in the case of Donald Trump v. the United States, and they declared that the winner is in fact Donald Trump. So I guess, suck it, United States. Greatest country in the world, home of the free because of the brave. Wah! But regardless, the Supreme Court has apparently declared that the President of the United States, POTUS, some are calling him, can do whatever the hell he wants, as long as it's official business. That means he can kill his political rivals, as long as he's, of course, wearing a tie while doing it. As usual, the radical communist dingus left is losing their mind, screaming about how this is the end of democracy and they better trans the kids as quickly as possible before Donald Trump personally parachutes in and stops it. And I just gotta say, Democrats, as per usual, you only have yourself to blame. If you didn't want this to happen, you shouldn't have used your legal department to prosecute Donald Trump just for the crime of being so good at sex he had to pay a porn star to stop telling everybody. But you also shouldn't have used your corrupt, quite frankly, Gestapo-esque Justice Department to turn the Little Mermaid black. Also the green M&M, not sexy anymore. Also, Subway sandwiches all cost like $12 now. You did this to yourself, Democrats. So now, according to the Supreme Court, the president cannot be prosecuted for any official business. And this could be a big problem for America, presuming someone manages to grab Joe Biden's attention between the hours of 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. and, tell him. He could do terrible things with it. He could mandate showering with your daughter or make it totally legal to murder Palestinian children as long as you do it on one of the 300 holidays Jewish people have every year. Yeah, your silly hat's cute. I love it. But you need to have that much time off work? Come on. Listen, I think it's clear this is going to be fine. Joe Biden will absolutely lose his re-election campaign unless he dies before the election, presumably due to fucking his wife too hard. And then the K-Hive rises transcendent as Kamala gets to be president for a couple of months before Donald Trump gets reelected. And that would easily be the funniest outcome, because let me tell you something. You really want to see Hillary Clinton pissed off? She doesn't get to be the first female president, and she shortly thereafter gets assassinated by SEAL Team 6. Gonna be a real bummer of a week for her. The only way my prediction doesn't come true is if, of course, the Democrats cheat by doing ballot harvesting or opposition research or any of the other various ways they get more people to vote for them, which shouldn't be allowed. In fact, all of my predictions are true, okay? And I know that people like to meme about the time I said that Donald Trump will easily, definitely, no chance it doesn't happen. Again, mortgage your house, put all the money down on this, win in a 49-state landslide. Heck, maybe a 50-state landslide. Maybe even a 51-state landslide, presuming we finally make Iowa a state. But these internet trolls, quite frankly dorks, are removing so much context, which is that right before the clip, they're chimping. I said, man, it would be wild if anyone actually believed any of this shit I was saying. What weirdos these viewers are. God damn, do I hold them in contempt. Wait, is the camera on? Oh, hi, everybody. Please visit stevevongino.com/Patriot Condoms and buy a whole box of the only condoms guaranteed to both not work and shame you for trying. See? Stop being unfair. All right, gang, thanks for watching. I love you guys. Like and subscribe. Yo, also, I gotta say this. I got a live stream happening. Probably gonna post this, I don't know, like 2 p.m. or something like that. I don't know, somewhere in that kind of area. I'm going live on my YouTube, on Twitch, on Rumble, and all that shit at 5 p.m. today, Central Standard Time, which is, technically speaking, Columbus and Ohio does not have a time zone because we consider the concept of time to be too close to math, which is, of course, too Jewish. But I decided to set it for the Central Time Zone because that's where large parts of Indiana are. And that, is our least favorite state. We're in a war with them and we will steal their time zone. Like and subscribe. Check out the live stream later today. I got links down below. I'm on the X.com, a website that's always been called that. I'm on Instagram. I'm on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? And I have a Patreon. Guys, patreon.com/The Von Jono Predicament. You go in there for $5 a month. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For that amount of money, every single month, you get a weekly bonus episode. You get to vote in different polls about songs I'm doing and shit like that. And you get, most important, executive producer credit. Ladies and gentlemen, look at these people. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, look at these people next to me. They've signed off on everything I've said in this show, especially the racist stuff. I don't want to do it. I want to be woke. I want every show to be about how we need to elevate black voices. And in fact, Star Wars Acolyte, a show I haven't watched, don't know the plot. I think Carrie-Anne Moss is in it. Regardless, it's a show that should in fact have more black Jedi lesbians or whatever's happening. But they're all just sending messages like, you don't say racist things. I'm going to take your $5 a month. And then I don't eat. Is that what I deserve? Probably. But thank you so much for donating to the Patreon. All right, guys, you're the real heroes. That's not true. It's me. I actually do this. You just give me money and money's nothing. You're welcome for everything I do for you. I got another video coming out right soon. And until next time,
Would Kamala really be the first Indian president? We should have had one before, man. They're really good at managing things.
Shut up and sit down.